Hi, this is Sylvia Lydia Morelos. I am on the first floor of the library at Santa Monica Library, 601 Santa Monica Boulevard, off of 6th and Santa Monica Boulevard, 90401. Got a shitload of these idiots here, stemming from OPCC 911, stalking me here. TREYVON, James Shepherd, Kevin Gaines, program manager for SONIA Sotomayor. They're doing it for her. It came from TREYVON via NSA. And the rest of the staff, including a security guard, are involved. And all of them they're using the services are involved with a battery. They're involved in a battery, and it's to say today's service, Wednesday, 3 p.m. All of them are involved. I filed a police report and against, his name is Jeff Skinner, and it's not going to keep him safe, so he should not gloat, because I'm not trying to keep you safe. I'm trying to keep the public safe. This is against Jeff Skinner. He is a clear and present danger to the community and to the United States, and to all the people who follow him, who are around him, guilty by association. They're here too. One of them was wearing a baseball cap and walked in front of me and then into the library. The other one is drinking something inside the library. And they're not supposed to be doing that. They're not supposed to be drinking anything or eating anything in here. Zero. And if you have Veterans for Peacing, they can just go and break the rules in any facility, state facility, and it's coming directly from OPCC. And they're threatening minority women. You know I'm Jewish like myself. So it's Jeff Skinner is his name. That one is making voter fraud. Jeff Skinner is his name. And they're also threatening children. They're demanding that they want their food, raping and molesting children. That's not going to happen. That's just not going to happen. These people pose a clear and present danger. All of them that I mentioned. They're demanding their food, the right to rape and molest children, including at McDonald's off of 1540 2nd Street up Ocean and 2nd. Staff there and the PERPS go in there, and they do that. Obviously, they're implicating themselves as sex offenders. Keep over there. Fuckers aren't going to learn. I also reported Meriwether, dispatch number 9031. He's also problematic. He was very prejudicial. 911 dispatch when I called, and now they're threatening me. And this is another battery report that I made to the police. 1692259 is incident number. Officer S. Perez was very professional and very prompt and very efficient. Very cool. These are new police officers in Santa Monica at 333 Olympic Drive, Santa Monica, California 90401, which is wonderful. I'm very happy about that. And it says here, the Victims' Bill of Rights Act of 2008, Marcy's Law. Crime victims have numerous constitutional rights. For a list of these rights and victim assistance programs, visit the SMPD website or call Community Affairs to request their Marcy's Right card. So I think I've shown this CAD report in San Francisco before. It's a different type of report. It's called an incident report here in Santa Monica. The Victims' Bill of Rights Act of 2008, Marcy's Law. It's for Bobby. They keep threatening my family again. Bobby is one of them. And the children. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, no. That's for Derek. Hi, Derek. Oh. For my other brother, police officer. Dude, if I didn't know you were in Lafayette, I would not have left you there, you know. And it was like, dude, I'm like, I think I punched myself. I'm like, I was surrounded by these idiots down there with a demographic of 102,000 people only, and for like a month they stole my Bank of America card. So I was stranded there for a month and a half. and they reduced my balance to 0 when I was there. And since I've been banking with Bank of America in 1993, I've never had my balance. Okay, somebody's from Lafayette. I've never had my balance at 0 ever, because that, they were trying to get my direct deposit to return back to the Treasury Department, and that's a felony. So within that same time frame, they committed more felonies, tampering with my mail, and 2 other ones besides one other one aside that one, and this was all in Lafayette. They reduced my account to 0. I'm thinking, well, I'm thinking I only have 1 more week for my direct deposit to kick into my bank account, and so it usually takes 30 days for the direct deposit to head back into the Treasury Department. That's Treasury Department fraud, banking fraud, and then my own consumer bank rights. That's like 3, and I don't know what to tell you. So, with black eye and all, this is my paycheck for the city. Let me see. The Department of Elections, San Francisco. I keep reiterating how proud I am of that job. For $145, and that's dated 6/16/2016. And Gregory Slocum is Department of Elections. And Gregory Slocum, I emailed him. He's with the Department of Elections, San Francisco, California. I call him my boss. He's been very receptive to my concerns. He found evidence of voter fraud, and they were tampering with my voter registration online, because I registered online. I reported to the public the other stuff that they tried to do. One of the women, the bald woman who was there today, ends up saying via NSA that she was the one in Sacramento who was typing up the mailing labels for Morales, and she does have a right to remain silent. And I can hear that shit against my will. So the military has an interest in them because they're criminals, and the only way they can obstruct justice, the only way that they can have control over the mobility of someone else's body is if they're a traitor to the U.S. military, stealing that kind of information. Your average citizen cannot control someone else's mobility of their body unless you are a traitor to the military, I feel. So I'm a military kid myself. My mom was military, and then both of my parents were police officers. That's obstructing justice, those idiots. And they pose a clear and present danger. They're stalking me all over the place. And there they go again. This is a college town. They're surrounded by intellectuals. And I just, they do that deliberately to force me to lose my train of thought. Like, we all forgot what I just mentioned. So now they want to prevent me from posting again online. And this is live and in living color. This is self-defense, so they can't say anything. And I reported again, Prosser, number 3327 and Lopez 3805. And that was a few weeks ago. These idiots are involved too, from San Francisco. They're down here. They were wearing a shirt with the cross, right? It's Deacon Nancy. It's Deacon Nancy Brennan. I forget her last name, but that's what the other one is trying to confuse me. Nancy Brendan here at the library. The deacon is Nancy, and the other one is, it's funny. And the other one is Rana, and her first name is, they're trying to mess with my the other name is Rana, and the deacon is Nancy. And I have all the information. I'll look back. I have all the information online. I could hear it at least, so I can. The image didn't come out, but they deserve it. And she was wearing a Freddy Krueger sweater, so she's a class clown herself. The deacon, Nancy Brennan. And this one's Nancy Brendan. The other one is her last name is Rana. They're messing with my memory. They need to be exterminated. And I military myself, and I highly recommend it. And they pose a clear and present danger, and I'm sure the world and I, and the U.S. in particular, our communities need to take our communities back from these idiots and report them wherever they go. It's over. It's it. It's done. And I don't think many people would agree. They're demanding to rape children. You know, it's just stupid. Veterans for Peace, they're done. These types of reports for other incidents like this, it's police incident numbers. This is called an incident report. Ask for an incident report, like this happened today. He went like this to me when I passed by. I was walking down Olympic. I have a tendency to walk back and forth on the sidewalk in front of OPCC when I have tension. I've been coming there for 3 years, in and out of there. It's over 3 years. So I know the staff has always been iffy. The first time any staff member has put a hand on me. So I walked past him. Oh, my hand accidentally flew over my face. He did that after the police officer left as well. He's behind me. He's in trouble. He's intimidating me. Watch. They can hear everything you're saying. Heed the warning. Oh yeah, the whole world can hear it. And they will get the death penalty if anything happens to me. It's 100% guarantee. I guarantee it. Anyway, he went in and he said he accidentally hit my face that way. You can see what that happened. Get the signals there. And this is and his hand just flew in my face, and I just happened to walk into it. He hit me. So I filed a police report with Officer Perez at 1692259. And that is reporting Officer Perez, number 3418. Very receptive, very refreshing to see. And he was very prompt, and I appreciate the efficiency. It's very important. These people are violent. And Meriwether is another one I reported. That is Meriwether, and that is number 9031. Dispatch 911 emergency dispatch. When they are not receptive, trust your instincts from the get-go. Ask them for their name and dispatch number. You can hear what they're doing. So they're in trouble here now. They need to be flagged as terrorists as soon as possible. They're next. Meriwether within 9031. They need to be held accountable. They're not used to being held accountable, and this is a civilized society. Remember, a lot of them are deregistered sex offenders. And the only reason they deregistered as sex offenders is because they promised, as well as their psychiatrists and their attorneys, that they were fit for civilized society. They're far from civilized. They're stalking people and demanding the rights of children, rape, and all kinds of illegal stuff. So they don't deserve to be out here, and they're out, and that's it. No tolerance. I think our communities will agree. We're fed up with them. We've been biding our time, and it's legal. Everything we do is legal. So, but I said earlier, have fun. I got my followers. I really appreciate the feedback. If you would share and retweet, I'd really appreciate it. I think 500 followers on one of my blogs, and another one of my blogs, just to make it an issue. I appreciate that. It's like over 22,000 hits with only 5 followers. That's how good my popular blogs are. So they're trying to prevent me from. If I'm not online, it's not my doing. It's theirs. That's illegal. So I've got the other investigative report with LAPD, and it is against OPCC for battery. Battery report. In the battery, it says right here. Purple report battery. They came at me more than one and followed me all the way down to West LA Regional Library. I filed it with the West LA Division with Officer Sellis. Report of a battery at 503 Olympic Boulevard. My address was location of occurrence. It's right here. Location of occurrence. Location of occurrence. Location of occurrence. 503 Olympic Boulevard. And that was on the 9th of July at 9:50 a.m. And I reported it at 11:45. That was all right. It was with Officer Celis, badge number 41635, West LA desk, which is very cool. The location of incident. Then I also spoke with operator 143. So that's important. Do what I do, it works wonders, and right now, let's report it. That's important. Video is important. It's connected to stuff that's happening in San Francisco. So voter fraud, the whole bit. It's important. This is OPCC. I've got a card. This is the actual. They're threatening people. You better not show up or we'll beat her up. 911. None of my friends or my family better show up or I'll beat her up. All these fuckers. They're child rapists. They gang up on children. And the fuckers are brave. The ones who show up, they're like huge motherfuckers just to make it an even point. They've been bumping into me and elbowing me and all kinds of shit. Fucking losers. Anybody stupid enough or suicidal enough to come near me again, you're not gonna, I don't know what to tell you. And you know that my phone sometimes doesn't have sometimes my phone's battery is missing. So, if it ends up missing or stolen, you're already dead. You come at me thinking she doesn't have a phone, same amount of people, same amount of force, and vehicles even after the fact, and on foot. And huge motherfuckers. That's very cowardly of these idiots. And if they did it in San Francisco and they did it here, people can catch it on video any day. U.S. Department of Transportation. I mean, there's cameras all over the place. That's my phone. Because of them, I accidentally dropped my phone. I did this. It fell to the floor, and it broke the screen. See? This is all adding up. No, they weren't. It wasn't a refurbished Scientologist this time. This was me. I accidentally dropped it on the phone, and I dropped it on the floor. So it had nothing to do with them. But they're stupid enough to jump to the conclusion it was us. Boom. Fucking idiots. So, they broke my phone. I mean, I broke my phone, not them. The military can catch the signals for everything. They're breaking and entering as we speak. NSA 911. These are more bad cops, except for Hicklin. Hicklin's not a bad cop. And some of them, I think they're good and bad. In the back of my paycheck stub. Hicklin's not a bad one. He didn't do anything to worry you. See Demkowski. CAD report, and I have B. Hicklin, 1157. Very cool. And then Watson, 2451. Very cool. And I filed a complaint. I spoke to my boss in San Francisco, Department of Elections. I told them what was going on, pointed where they were located, voter fraud people, and I got my check within a couple of days. And 145. I reported OPCC and the library to voter fraud in the city of San Francisco, Department of Elections. Gregory Slocum was my boss. And there's evidence of voter fraud there. And they fit the profile in here too. You can see it. And it's 145. 145 for my first time. I already applied again, and that's this past week online for the election this November. So they're going to try to kill someone again. And they're persecuting Catholics on Sundays. Just like I'm a Catholic Jew, so Mexican, Jewish, Italian Catholic. And they're just very proud of this paycheck. Like, best jobs I've ever had. According to my poll worker position, I'm supposed to, I swore an oath, I took an oath in the back. It says to protect the U.S. Constitution and to protect the Voters' Bill of Rights. Right now it's a 24-hour job because these fuckers are all over the goddamn place. And one of the perpetrators in the next door shelter, she's like, we don't even read the poll worker manual. It's just stupid. Stupid. I read it from cover to cover. So they're not, these fuckers aren't going anywhere. So, okay, there's a lot going on here right now. This is where they're located. And I've noticed that they took all the business cards lately from there. This is OPCC. Off the 10 freeway. On 7th Street and that's Lincoln. Olympic Blvd off the 10 freeway. FYI. So I think I got this one last time, right? The anti-Semites are going down the number, fucking rednecks and shit. There's a hospitality house. Looks like TREYVON knows Tiffany Jackson. Alright. Alright, so here's the idiots on 3rd Street Promenade. They always ask for business cards and receipts. This was not a good cop. This one was different. Not a good cop at all. It's Officer Galvan, number 3344 1688622. 1688266 is the incident number. 1688266 incident number. Officer Galvan, 3344, was not a good cop. He was obstructing justice. He tried to prevent me from reporting it. And I've got this one. I don't trust her. Brenda. It's like Dark Dungeons. They have one good guy, one bad guy, things like that. Anyway, they're surrounded by intellectuals. They're just stupid people. This is all same. This was in Homeless Bill of Rights. Homeless veterans. Fucking furious, though. Homeless Bill of Rights. Homeless Bill of Rights. House keys, not handcuffs. House keys, not handcuffs. And a shout out to Bobby, to my brother, and to Derek, and to others. They're making, don't let them push your buttons because they're making you out to be crybabies and cowards, especially the rednecks with the long hair. I'll show you pictures of them. There is a theater group in Culver City that's involved. And it's Craig A. Latham's group. There's a theater group in Culver City that's involved right off the